so you can ignore that file and just look into this file. So start. I will draw these 4 holes first. So distance here is 3 and this is 3.5. A line, say starting from here down by 3. In this, okay, it is too small at 3.5. Then going up by 3. Then going back by 3.5. This is the thing. Now this one is too big. So I'll scale this object. Okay. Okay. Good to see now. Now this is 3, this is 3.5. If need, you can check 3.5. Fine. Now I have to draw this circle here. R, center radius, specify the center, click here. Radius is, sorry, I have to draw the circle with a diameter 0.5. So what is given, use that one. Center, diameter. Center is here, diameter is 0.5. Repeat the circle, draw circle, center, diameters. Click for the center here and diameter is 0.5. Like this. You can right click, repeat the last command directly, repeat the circle. Now this is outer arc is R 0.56. So draw circle again, center radius with the same center, radius 0.56. Repeat it. Now it is radius 0.56. Right click, repeat circle, specify the center. It is asking me specify the center point in the command line. Click here to specify the center. Now it is asking specify the radius. In the bracket is 0.56. That is a current value or the previous value. If you want to accept it, just enter. That is how it goes. Repeat the command, repeat circle, that is circle command, specify the center point of the circle. It is asking me in the command line. Just click here, you specify the center point. As soon as you click, it goes to the next line in the command line. It is asking specify the radius of the circle. In the bracket value is 0.56. That means that previous value. So you can accept it just by entering like this. Now we have these lines, this line and this line. So 0.56 offset from here. So offset, specify, this is offset, modify offset command, or you can go here, modify offset, specify the offset distance 0.56 from this line to down, and from this line to up, and from this line to left. This is your offset. Now go to the middle line, and this is 0.5 offset. So offset, sorry, not 0.5, offset 1.5, offset 1.5 from this line. You get the center line also. So I'll just extend this center line up to here, just like that. Now from this middle line, these lines are 0.6 offset, offset 0.6 from the center line. Now I'll just focus on this and sorry, I don't need the big circle here. It was not necessary. I had drawn it. Now trim, the trim command. Okay, you can go to modify trim. Where is it? Trim. It is asking select the object. All these modify commands ask you to select the object. You can select the object one by one by mouse, or you can just type for once and all, and everything is selected. But the program is a little bit stupid here. It is still asking trim select object. If everything is selected and it is selected by typing all, I just press enter to go to the next option in the command or next step in the command. Just enter. Now it is asking trim. What you want to trim, just click on that. Say I want to trim this arc also here and here. I want to trim it here and here and here. Maybe you want to trim this here, and I don't have the upper line. Just stop it here. Offset by 1.5. There was one from here up. Okay, so offset 0.6. Trim See the command, type all, enter, again enter, and then you go to trim. You want to trim this here. Tamam. I'll trim this also here because on the other side is a different dimension. Well, this part is done. Now let's focus on this other side. Now you have to draw this line, and the length of the line I don't know. Horizontal length is no. And the length from here to here horizontally is 1.6, but it is inclined at 15 degree. So we don't know the length. So I'll draw the line, specify the first point of the line. I click here. This is my first point of the line. Then it's asking me specify the next point. So I'll write the length of the line, at the rate length of the line. I will assume length is 3, for example. Assume, okay, this is assume. It should be more than something more than 1.6. Then angle is 15 degree. You know how the AutoCAD measures the angle. It measures the angle with x-axis. Revising that. And the paintbrush actually first. And what AutoCAD does is, say this is your x-axis, for example. This is your x-axis. Or for example, let's start from here. This is a point. I'm little bit okay. This is a point, and this is the line starting from here. So from that point, which is previously defined point, draw your x-axis. So this is your x-axis, and you measure your angle with the x-axis. You're measuring the angle with the x-axis. That is 15 degree. Now, if you are measuring the angle, this is your x-axis. If you are measuring the angle anti-clockwise, it is measured as plus. If you measure the angle clockwise, it is minus. And if you say minus 15, it will come now down. See down here, it is minus 15 angle. So angle is 15. The length we don't know. Do we know the length? Horizontal 1.6. So this is a triangle. This is something different. So I took his an extra length. I take it 3. Now we can go and see. We need 1.6 only. So 1.6 from this line. Okay, it should be here. So I will just pull it down a little bit. We need only up to here. So I will trim it. Trim all. Enter, enter. I can trim that line here. Finish. I can delete this line. No need. This was just a construction line. The last line is 6.3 from the first line. Offset 6.3 from the left hand side. The last line on the right hand side. This is the last line I'm saying. This is the line. Okay, we are talking about this line. This distance is given to you as 6.3 in the question. Okay, 6.3. Use offset. Don't do any calculation. Offset from here. Now there is another angle. This is angle we had to find out. Now from this point you want to draw this line. Basically you want to draw this line. So from this point draw, and this is a point I'm talking about. From this point here, from this point draw your x-axis. This is your x-axis. Fine. And you will measure this angle with x-axis. How much is this angle? So you have to find out. Look at it. This is a line here. So this angle is equal to this angle. Fine. So how much is this angle? This angle here, say x. This x is equal to 135 minus 90, right? 135, okay, minus 90, right? How much? How much? 45.
45.
So this x is 45. That's why this angle which we need also is 45. Okay. So we'll enter that. So start the line from here. First point of the line is here exactly. At the rate any length. Say we don't know the length. I assume 3. Angle 45. Go up. That's it. So now I'll trim all, enter. I'll trim this here. I'll trim this here. These two lines you need also up. So you can use the mirror command. Mirror, mirror command, it will create a mirror image of the object. So mirror, now it is asking select object. All these modify command are to modify the existing object. So it is asking always, okay, what you want to modify? Select that object. Okay, I want to make mirror image of this line. It is still asking select object. Okay, I want also this line. You want anything more? No. Just press enter to go to the next step. Now it is asking me specify the first point of the mirror line. You have to specify where is your mirror location. Because if I say my mirror is this vertical line, click here and click here, this is a mirror. You don't want that. So mirror location is important. So mirror, select the object 1, 2, enter. Now specify the mirror point. This is mirror line, this to this, enter. So you got this here. This is extra length, which you can trim or just come down here because it was randomly drawn line. This part is done. These lines are actually ortho is on. Okay, while you are doing these things, remember ortho is on. I'm just making these lines as center lines. One, 2, 3, center line, and also just for fun. Now I will mirror, or you can offset by 3 here, and offset by 3.5 from here, all the center lines. Now we want to draw this area. This line, vertical line is 9.94 from the left, offset by 0.94 from the right, from this end, 94. And then these vertical line, the horizontal lines here, 1.6 total, each one is 0.8 from the center. I will draw a center line here first. Okay, then offset it by 0.8 from here up, from here down. You can make fillet now. Fillet R.25. This is a command fillet. Fillet, see this fillet and chamfer, two commands are there. Fillet, type R first, R, and then specify the radius 0.25. Then click on your line here and here. Repeat fillet. Okay, I will not repeat. I will give the command again so that it is revision for you. Fillet, type R, again specify the radius 0.25, enter. Now you click on the lines which you want to make fillet of. Fine. Now you want to draw this center here, which is 3.3 from this end, and we offset 3.3 from this end. So this is a center of just for you to make it clear. That's it. This is center for this small circle I'm talking about. It is something like this, a circle here, right? And a circle also with the same center, but it is radius 2, and it is much more than this, you can say, and it is coming tangent here with the same center, radius 2, and the small one is radius R.4. Then you can trim it. So with the same center, I said this is a center here, and the center is okay. The center is not here. The center is on this line. Remember, center is on this line and not on this line. Okay, just forget about this line. The center is here, center is up here. So center radius with this center radius is 0.4, and big circle is center radius with the same center, the radius is 2, big one. You have to do it same on the other side. Yani you have to increase this line, length of the line, this radius here with this center, radius with this center r 0.4, and the other small one is, sorry, a small one is r 0.4, like this, and that's it. We are done now. We just have to trim few these circles. So we'll keep the circle here, continue, then going this arc coming down like this. Remember what we need. The trim command here is important. You have to focus on what you need. You need this up to here, then no need here. This is going, so no need this coming here now up to here. You can trim this here, you can trim this here. That's it. Upper part is done. Coming down here, 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 and here. Tamam. Now we delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Delete whatever we don't need. Delete this. These lines I can bring here. Okay, this is delete. It is this line. I can bring it here and make it as a center line. Now maybe not looking like center line because it is too short length. So select the line, you know that. Go to the properties, change the line type scale. Line type scale is 1, maybe 0.2. Small, it is too small. 0.3. Okay, maybe. Tamam. It's fine. No need to bother too much. And then you can offset this by the same distance. Offset it by 1.6. Get the center and the down. So every center, every line, every visible line is there. Now it is time to dimension the object. Dimension linear. All dimensions what are shown should be shown here. I hope the dimension properties are good. The numbers are too big, you know, because I increased. So when I show too many dimensions, it will be a problem. So I should go to the dimension style and reduce that one. I'll reduce it by 50%, half this size, current size. Text height 0.5, 0.25, arrow 0.25, fine. Okay, set current means apply to the current dimensions and close, fine. Even these lines need not be very thick line. Also, maybe if I want to change the color of the dimensions to different, that is also okay. When I give the dimension, now next dimension, say 1.6, from this to this 1.6. What is available here goes. See, never show this dimension down here. This is wrong. So smaller dimension near to the object always, and larger dimensions away from the object. You can show all linear dimensions. I'll go to the next type of the dimension. Say radius. Show the radius for this one. Say r 0.56. When it is arc, you must show the radius, not diameter for this. And when it is a full circle, show the diameter, which is shown here. So I'll also show it here. When it is full circle, don't show r. It can, the program will give you, okay, maybe in some exceptional cases you want, it will give you, but this is not a good way of showing the dimension. With full circle diameter, Partial circle, radius. It must be shown always like that. You can show the other dimensions. Angle now. Angle. I'm just showing one type of each. This angle for this line with this line. You can go, you can place wherever you want. Then this dimension for the angle, maybe from this to this line, 35. Because the size of the number is big, it is having some issue in placing it here. If I reduce it further, then you can put 15 here, you can put 15. So compared to the size of the object, your number size should be. And that's it for today.